In this video, we will start with a new chapter, that is Introduction to Microbiology. Now in this chapter, we will be learning about different microbes that are used in the day-to-day life and which are useful for the human benefit. Now these microbes, they are useful to the humans, and the department is called as microbiology, as we are using microbes, so that is why it is called as microbiology. Now microbiology is divided into two parts, that is applied microbiology and industrial microbiology. Now the applied microbiology, it studies about the enzyme related to different prokaryote and eukaryotic organism. They study about their genetics, molecular biology, and all these things, the study is included into the applied microbiology. Whereas if we talk about industrial microbiology, this is a science which is related to commercial use of microbes, in which various economic, social and environmental related processes are conducted, and we also make different types of products using these microbes. So these are the two different types of microbiology, that is applied and industrial microbiology. So if we talk about industrial microbiology, we are going to study about different processes which are done in the industries like bread making, cheese making, wine making, which microbes are used for all these purposes. In different medicines fields also we use microbes. So we are going to learn about those different types of microbes and the different processes that are being carried out in the industry. Another use of microbes are to manage the garbage, and it also used in pollution control. So we will also be studying about different types of microbes which are used in garbage management, and also about microbes which are used to control pollution. Like last year you have studied about alkanivirax, which was used to clear the oil spills from the ocean. So we will be studying in detail about these different organisms. Let us first start with different products which are being produced using microbes. The first one is the dairy products. Now, since ancient time, milk is converted into various products and it is also used as a preservative. We make cheese, butter, cream, yogurt from it. The water content and the acidity of the milk, it changes during the formation of all these different products. The texture will change, the flavors are also changed, even the taste is improved. So all these things are done in the dairy products, and we have an industry which is dairy industry. So if we talk about the process, so the basic process for production of yogurt, cheese and cream are same. Milk is first pasteurized, and then at the beginning, so that it destroys all the unwanted microbes. Because of the heat, all the unwanted microbes are destroyed, and then it is fermented with the help of different microbes. So usually we use lactobacilli, and in this process what happens is that is the lactose sugar is converted into lactic acid. The protein will coagulate, and yogurt can be produced. We can even add flavors to yogurt, or even if you're making butter, you can add flavors to butter. Nowadays we get different flavors, yogurt and butter. So this is how the products are being made in the industry. So yogurt is a milk product, and it is produced with the help of lactobacilli. So we even add sometimes condensed milk to it, or milk powder is also added. So milk is first boiled, and once it cools and it becomes warm, that time we add few microbes. So for yogurt we add two microbes, that is Streptococcus thermophilus and Lactobacillus delbrueckii, and these both are added in the proportion, that is 1:1 ka proportion. Now lactic acid is formed due to the Streptococcus bacteria, and it helps the protein to gel out, and it will give the dense consistency to the yogurt. Because of adding lactobacilli, acetaldehyde like compounds are formed, and it gives a taste to the yogurt. Nowadays there are different juices which are mixed with the yogurt, like we get strawberry yogurt, banana yogurt, mango yogurt. So the basic process is same, but at the end we add extra amount of flavors to it. So shelf life of yogurt can be increased even with the help of pasteurization. The unwanted bacteria are removed, and this is a very healthy probiotics that is used to improve the healthy bacteria in your stomach. Butter is also a milk product. Now, usually two types of butters we get in the market. One is the sweet cream, and the other is culture butter. Microbes are used for the production of both types of butter. Next product is cheese. Now, cheese is produced on a very large scale. Usually, it is produced with the help of cow milk, but sometimes buffalo milk is also used. So, first, chemicals and microbiological test is performed on the milk. Then, some colors and microbes. We use Lactobacillus lactis, Lactobacillus cremoris, and Streptococcus thermophilus. All these three types of bacteria are mixed into the milk so that the milk protein is coagulated. So the water is removed and the yogurt which is there, that is removed. Then an enzyme, that is rennet, which is obtained from the alimentary canal of cattle. Earlier they used to use that, but nowadays they have started to use an enzyme, that is protease, which is obtained from fungi. And this both the things are mixed into the cheese, and after mixing it, it is then kept for the processing work. Then the process of production of cheese starts, and through the steps, like we can say, first of all, cutting is done. The solid yogurt is cut into smaller pieces. Then they even wash for the unwanted substances. Rubbing is done. They add salt into it. Microbes are also again added. Pigments are added to give the color. Flavors are added for different types of cheese. And then the cheese is pressed and cut into small pieces, and it is stored for ripening. And it is said that if the cheese ripens more, the taste also of the cheese improves. So this is how cheese production happens. The cheese is prepared on a very large scale. Earlier we used to use the enzyme rennet, but that was not a vegetarian dish. So for vegetarian people it was very difficult to use cheese. So now it has become much more easier, as nowadays we use an enzyme which is protease, which is obtained from the fungi. So everyone can use the cheese, vegetarians also and non-vegetarians also. Now, you all must have heard about probiotics. So, these are milk products and they contain active bacteria. They contain bacteria like Lactobacillus, KC, Acidophilus, Bifidobacterium, Bifidum, etc. etc. All these bacteria are there. And usually, you must have heard about Yakult, which is a fermented milk product. So we get these types of products, and these products, they help to improve the stomach. They help to improve the healthy bacteria in your stomach. Usually sometimes the harmful bacteria's ka population increases in your stomach, like there is clostridium, which can lead to vomiting, diarrhea. So these yogurt products, or you can say probiotic products, they help to increase the healthy bacteria ka colony in your stomach, and will help you to be away from all the type of digestive disorders or digestive problems. So probiotics should be consumed by everyone. So the probiotics, the milk products, they contain few bacteria, and the names of the bacteria are Lactobacillus acidophilus, Lactobacillus casei, and Bifidobacterium bifidum. These are few bacteria which are there in the probiotics, which are healthy and which also helps to eliminate digestive problems from our body. Now, in recent days, we have seen that probiotics have played a very important role, because nowadays people have started to consume more amount of junk food. we have lot of food which can harm our body, harm our digestive system. So to overcome those problems, because of our lifestyle is changing, our way of living is changing, and so our body is not able to adapt to the new lifestyle and new way of living with new types of food that we consume. So, to improve our body health, to improve our digestive health, probiotics have recently boomed, and even the industries of probiotics have boomed. Another important product which is prepared with the help of microbe is bread, which we use in our day-to-day life, and it is also used as a staple food. So different types of breads are prepared from flour. Dough is formed by mixing a microbe, which we call it as baker's yeast. Now the microbe ka real name is Saccharomyces cerevisiae. So Saccharomyces cerevisiae is mixed with water, salt, and flour, and a dough is made. Now, due to the fermentation of carbohydrates by the yeast, sugar is converted into carbon dioxide and ethanol. And this is the reason why the dough rises up, and you can see it becomes more fluffy when you knead and keep it aside. Now, compressed yeast is used usually in commercial bakery industry. Also, dry yeast is available, which is used for domestic purpose. Brown color ka yeast you get in the market. So yeast is produced for both commercial and domestic use. Now this yeast, it helps to make the bread, and it is also help to produce the nutritive content in the bread. Now ingredients, different ingredients can also be added into the bread, and bread can be made with wheat flour or with all-purpose flour. So different types of mixtures are added, and then the bread is prepared. Now, along with bread, we also prepare different types of day-to-day useful materials which we use for the food purposes. Like we make vinegar, soya sauce, we make ajinomoto. All these things are prepared by microbial fermentation only. Another product that we prepare by fermentation is vinegar. Now, vinegar is used in different countries. It is also used worldwide, and it imparts sour taste to the food material. It is used as preservatives. It is used in different food materials also. Now, 4% acetic acid is called as vinegar. The chemical formula is CH3COOH. Now, ethanol is an alcohol, and it is obtained by the fermentation of different syrups or juices. Now that ethanol which is obtained, it is mixed with different bacteria, like we have acetobacter, glucanobacter. Both the bacteria are mixed for microbial degradation. Then acetic acid and other byproducts are obtained. Now the acetic acid is separated, it is then filtered and separated. Now acetic acid is then bleached with potassium ferrocyanide. After bleaching, it gives it a different color. Then it is pasteurized, that is for removing the unwanted microbes, we sterilize it. And then finally we add a very small quantity of SO2 gas so that it gives a pungenty taste to it or the odor to it. Even we make soya sauce in the same process only. So this is how vinegar production takes place. There are also other beverages which are prepared with the help of microbes, like coffee, cocoa, wine, cider. So for coffee, the fruit that is Cafe Arabica is used. We add Lactobacillus brevis to it, and it helps to remove the seed from the fruit. And then after fermentation, coffee is produced. Next is Theobroma cacao. Now for this candida, we have Pichia, Saccharomyces, Hansenula. All these microbes are used, and these microbes are again used for separating the seed, and after fermentation, cocoa is produced. For production of wine, we use grapes. Saccharomyces cerevisiae is added into it. Fermentation of juice takes place, and then the wine is produced. To produce apple cider vinegar also, we use apple juice. Saccharomyces cerevisiae is added, the fermentation takes place, and then the byproduct that we get is the apple cider.